My story is a little bit that when I was a student, I was given the option of joining staff or interning. And I kind of asked my discipler, like, what's the difference between the two? He's like, well, if you intern, you come on campus, you spend a little bit of time. But if you join staff, we're going to develop you, we're going to pour into you, and you have a much wider range of like what it is to be in ministry. I thought to myself, I'm like, he's like, and you commit for 2 years. I'm like, well, 2 years. I'm like, I can do 2 years. You know, maybe I'll do more. And 8 years later, I'm kind of like, oh, I guess 2 years wasn't that long at all. So I went to new staff training, and like that, like, we're going to develop you, we're going to coach you. I'm like, oh, this is so exciting. Then I get to campus, and it's kind of like, well, who's going to coach me? Who's going to develop me? And it's kind of you sit around, and then like your director leaves, and you get another director, and you're like, oh, who's going to coach me? Who's going to develop me? And you kind of sit around, And then I came to Lake Hart, and I'm kind of like, who's going to coach me? Who's going to develop me? And it's just kind of like was this thing, like we're from transition to transition to transition. And all along, I'm like, man, I remember like 4 years ago, someone told me I was going to be developed, and I'm just like pining to be like poured into, you know, so I can learn and grow. And then eventually, you know, I met people like Mike and Meg, who just had a heart for developing our staff, developing now, and I'm glad we're including the interns now too, because I feel like for a while it's just like you intern, you use them up as fast as possible, like, and you spit them out, kind of like college football if they get injured, whatever. But now we want to really develop these people. So the program has just been, for me, I got through it in like a year and a half, just because I was so excited to do it. I had a coach, Todd Kearns. I don't know if you guys know Todd. It's a miracle I made it through, but because I didn't talk at all the entire time we met. But he had a lot of wisdom to give me. So it was great to be able to discuss with him the readings I had done, the videos I had watched, the materials I had read, and kind of like talk with him on a basis of like, you know, how can I implement this into my ministry? There are some things that, you know, might not seem applicable, but having Todd as a coach helped me decide, you know, the coding at campus wasn't really something I was going to do the next day, but I was traveling to countries, you know, on a regular basis, and every time I step out of a plane, I'm decoding the airport, I'm decoding, you know, the people, I'm decoding, you know, the market, I'm decoding my actors, and just simple skills like this that I was able to learn and grow with that made it just encouraging, exciting, it was fun. And I think for me, it's been a process of learning how to do that. And I think for me, just with the Jesus Film and with other ministries here at headquarters, just to be able to be an encouragement to whoever I can, to say that, you know, this development process is good. It is something that I've seen benefit my life, walking with the Lord, you know, learning how to love others, even just things on leadership, because our ministry as a whole wants to develop everyone as a leader. And I just tell people, like, you know, we look at our supporters, we look at our ministry partners, people in our church, like they might look at you as a leader just because you're a missionary. They might not know that you're an intern or a new staff or you do whatever job, but they might see that you're in full-time ministry and they might look to you. And these materials, this development is amazing because it can help you to lead a study at your church, it can help you lead, you know, people in your church to do evangelism in your neighborhood, your community, your family. I absolutely love the new staff intern development, and I want to encourage you guys to embrace it, to go with it, to not shy away, but to just jump right in and enjoy the fun that it has to offer. So, thank you, Doug.
Thank you.